Hello and welcome to another PTA Global video blog. This is Robert Cappuccio coming to you from Central Park, New York City. Back in the 1940s, doctors observed a very interesting phenomenon in soldiers returning from World War II with amputated or missing limbs. These soldiers would complain incessantly about pain or intense sharp tingling in an arm or a leg that was no longer there. Well, neuroscientist V.S. Ramachandran is a leading pioneer in working to help people who are suffering from phantom limb. And one of the inventions that he created was something called a mirror box. It's a box about this big, and it's got two holes, one on the left and one on the right, and people can stick one of their arms in, the arm that's still attached, obviously, and there's a collection of mirrors inside the box. Now, what the mirrors do is elicit an illusion that both arms are still attached, and not only is the missing limb still there, but it tricks the visual cortex into believing that the missing limb can move pain-free. Now, G.H. Moseley is an Australian neuroscientist, and he believed that the same mechanisms, or very similar mechanisms, that cause pain in people suffering from phantom limb cause pain in people who are post-operative or post-injury who have already healed, but that protective pain response is locked in as a preemptive pattern in the sensory motor system. Now, he uses the mirror box. Let's say somebody is really suffering from pain in their right hand. Well, he has them just shove their left arm in there, and when they look into the mirror box, obviously, it looks as if both their arms are inside the box. And then he has them move around the unaffected limb, and it tricks the visual cortex in the very same way it does with people with phantom limb into believing that not only can they move around their arm, but they can move pain-free. Now, that tricking of the visual cortex helps his patients to alleviate or eliminate pain in as little as a few short visits. Now, what relevance does this have to syntax and three-dimensional movement that when we're coaching our clients? And I think it has a lot of relevance, and here's why. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that what we see, either in front of us, or what we see as an illusion in our mind's eye, or mental rehearsal, or anything that we can vividly imagine, has an effect on the wiring of the brain, and therefore can have an effect on movement, motor development, motor learning as well. And the more specific our visual imagery, the more rapid our biomotor evolution. So when we're teaching somebody about moving in very specific patterns, like an X and R, for example, well, that eliminates all room for error and variance within mental rehearsal that they can do not only when they're home, but even while they're waiting for us to show up into the gym. And there's evidence to support that that might actually accelerate the rate at which they learn how to master movement patterns, and as a side consequence, master their level of confidence in their ability to set and move toward the incremental achievement of a fitness goal.